Okay, so most of the questions that I choose to respond to are based off the fact that I've gotten some similar type of question multiple times, and then I choose that. But more and more I get questions that are just weird, and so I usually disregard them, but I got to a point where I was like, you know, I might need to tackle a couple of the weird ones. So this one, it makes me chuckle. She says, I've been talking to this guy for a couple weeks, we haven't met yet, and last night he confided in me what he considers to be his darkest secret. It's weird and it freaked me out. I keep trying to tell myself that we're all messed up, I feel awful for how this has affected me, I want to look past it, but I keep wondering if this relationship ever resulted in marriage, how much would it still freak me out? He does this in the privacy of his own home. It's something he does as a stress reliever that doesn't involve sacrifice or sexually explicit acts. It's just weird. Alright, for someone like me, when you tell me something like this, again, of course I'm going to think it has something to do with porn or something, you know, like you said, sacrificial, but it doesn't. So the amount of things that are going through my mind right now that he could be doing is just dresses up in his Winnie the Pooh costume and rubs honey all over his face. Breaks into a can of cat food, salmon style, eats all of the mail that he's gotten that day. And maybe he just needed some fiber. It's a field day for my weird mind. So it's okay though. You're not necessarily judgmental. It's just a preference issue. It really depends on what your definition of weird is. I mean, maybe you are too hypersensitive, and he just comes home and he wants to watch war movies, and you think that's really weird and gruesome and graphic. And whatever, you don't have to marry somebody that watches war movies, but I'm guessing from what you wrote it's something a little odd. You know, I don't know, maybe he comes home and sits in the corner and sucks on his big toe for an hour. To me, that would be weird, and I wouldn't want to be married to someone that had to come home and relieve stress by sucking on their big toe. But again, like, it's totally up to you, and no, you're not judgmental. It's a preference issue, so you can just say, you know, thank you for sharing this with me. I do think it's weird that he would say this is his deepest, darkest secret, and he's sharing it with someone that he's only known for 2 weeks. My guess is he's probably shared it with other people, and he's probably trying to get a reaction and see how you'll respond. And I'm guessing this is probably just the tip of the iceberg, and there's probably a few more weird things going on. But again, I really want to know what it is that he does. Maybe he likes wearing a unitard while riding a unicycle in the snow. Maybe he comes home from a long day of work and enjoys getting his back hair French braided. That could be a stress reliever. And if he's got back hair, that means he's a man. But my curiosity aside, I would, if you're gonna kind of draw this to a close, I wouldn't shame him. I wouldn't tell people, except me, what it is that he does because he confided you in that, and just say, you know, I appreciate you opening up and sharing this with me. I'm a little uncomfortable. I think things are probably not going to head down this road anymore, and just leave it at that. You know, don't shame him, but then call me and tell me what it is that he does.
On the next Ask Joy, Joy shows us that with a little bit of determination, a non-evident vertical leap, and a gross deficiency of upper body strength, climbing a 4-foot tree still doesn't look cool.
Yeah, there you go.
No upper body strength.
So use legs. You're gonna be so carved up. Use the legs.
Oh, that's not awkward. Dedication to the job, Dad. There's blood.